What's going on, guys? Sergeant Guy here, back with a new Let's Play of Uncharted 4 A Thieves' End for the PlayStation 4. Now, this is a game I've wanted to Let's Play for a really long time because it is, in fact, my favourite Uncharted game and one of my favourite PlayStation 4 games and, in general, game ever. So, I'm kind of hyped for playing this now because I wanted to Let's Play it for a very long time and now I'm finally getting to do it. So, yeah, in this first episode, we're just going to try and get through the opening cutscenes and maybe play a bit of the first chapter of the game. This is actually my second time recording it because the first time I recorded it, the first episode was a bit long because it ended up being nearly an hour, and it was mainly because I just decided to keep going with the story because I forgot how long the chapters were. So we're going to start a new game and we're going to go with moderate difficulty because Explorer is just too easy, and even if it let me do Crushing now, I'd just be wasting my time because it would easily add another probably 5 episodes to the Let's Play because it would just be too hard to, like to just run through it compared to if you're playing it on a lower difficulty. But yeah, this is my second time recording this because the first time I recorded it, as I said, it was too long, and as well as that, I realised that there was a horrendous echo in the background. So yeah, it would have been very hard to listen to. So I decided to record it again. Now I'm going to try and keep this one shorter because I'm not going to play it that far into the game. I'm going to limit it to 25 minutes or half an hour because I think an hour is a bit too long for a Let's Play now, in fairness. I suppose it kind of depends on what it is. Like if you're playing, if you're doing like a live stream or something, then that's fair enough. Playing it for a couple of hours.
This is...
But just as somebody who watches Let's Plays, I can very rarely watch them for any more than 20 minutes or a half an hour before I turn it off and either go back to it later or just don't go back to it at all. So I thought an hour was too long. Like maybe towards the end of the game, with some of the longer chapters, I'll do hour-long episodes.
I'm going as fast as I can.
So what we're seeing here is the fast forward sequence of the game. This happens like maybe halfway through the game, maybe 3/4 of the way through the game. Yeah, probably further towards the end. So basically it doesn't matter whether you played any of the other Uncharted games before this, you will not have a clue what's going on here. You're just playing and doing what the game tells you to do. Now in this game you play as a man called Nathan Drake, and in this game he's in his 40s, whereas in the other games he was in his 30s, so he's kind of been out of action in relation to exploring places for a while. And the other person on the boat with us is Sam, being Drake's brother, and up until this point Sam does not appear in the series at all, so we basically, like even with trailers and everything else, we have practically no information about Sam at all. So if you haven't played the series before, you're going to be in the same boat as everybody else. You have no idea who Sam is anyway, and we have no idea what Drake has been up to for the last couple of years either. So as you can see here, we're kind of having problems with getting attacked by a group of people called Shoreline. They'll be explained later on, and I'm going to try and explain parts of the game as I go along. I'm not going to go too in depth with Sam at the moment because, as I said, at this point, if I never played the game before, I'd have no clue about Sam. Don't know how I died there. We'll try that again. Hopefully that didn't send me back too far. But yeah, it's kind of stupid to assume that this tiny little boat would be able to stand up against whatever them things are. Moderately sized ships. And then a ton of people shooting at us and firing grenades. But yeah, I'm going to try and explain things as I go along as opposed to trying to explain it all in one go, because if you haven't played the series before, like, if any of the Uncharted games if you could only play Uncharted 2, 3 or 4 without playing the first game, this would probably be the best one to play because it's a good bit further into the future compared to the other games, so you're more or less not missing too much, and a lot of it is explained to you as you go along anyway. So you just need to get through this opening sequence anyway, because this is We're going to play this again later on anyway, so I don't actually know why they decided to put this in the beginning of the game, because as far as I know it doesn't serve any purpose. This isn't good, I'm going to die. Can't get a headshot, there we go. I'm also very bad at gun games, guys, so you'll have to forgive me in relation to these shooting people. I don't really want to have the auto aim on because I'm playing on the moderate difficulty anyway, so it shouldn't be that hard even with auto aim off. I need to kill him before he does serious damage to the ship. There we go. Yeah, blow up your own ship, good man. And that should be it now. I should be able to drive. Oh no, never mind, we have more little small dinghies coming over now. But yeah, I think if you have auto aim on, it's a bit easy. Plus, if there's anything like exploding barrels, I like being able to shoot them directly, although you might be able to do that with auto aim on, I'm not really sure. There we go. That should be it now. Yeah, grand. Let's drive. Let's get the fuck out of here. Boat is very badly damaged, as you can see there. That is not going to prevent a leak. Why do I bounce off rocks? Need to avoid doing that. I love how the boat just bounced off it like it ricocheted, as opposed to like getting absolutely destroyed by the wall or the rock. There we go. 2 people flying. You don't see that every day. We should be nearly towards the end of this now. I'm just waiting for the ending. Yeah, ship crashed. There we go. That's basically it now. As I said, I have no idea why they bother putting that in at all. Now we're in ye old orphanage with the nuns. You know, typical shit.
What are we gonna do with you?
So this is the first chapter in the game, second chapter. I'm not sure if that first thing was considered the first chapter. But yeah, I'm just gonna play it to the end of this one, because when I recorded it the first time, I played this and then I played the next chapter afterwards, and oh sorry guys, I completely forgot how long the next chapter is, so it ended up adding like this. By the end of this chapter, we should be 25 minutes into the video, maybe 30. But like I thought the next chapter might have added maybe 15 minutes to it or something, but it added nearly a half an hour, so the video was just way too long. Sorry, I said I was not going to talk during these cutscenes, or did I? Probably didn't. The rule of thumb is, this isn't really important anyway, so I'll talk over it anyway, but the rule of thumb for the series is, in normal gameplay the characters will talk and I'll talk over them. I'll put the subtitles on in a minute, but I shall put them on now. Options, game, subtitles on. So I'm going to talk during the normal gameplay while the characters are talking, because most of it is irrelevant anyway.
Insistent on going down this,
and if it isn't, I'll stop talking, but most of it is irrelevant anyway. During the cutscenes, I'll mostly stay quiet. Like, as I said, this isn't really important, so I just said I'd take the opportunity to explain it now. Like, she's just talking about blah blah blah, Sam is a bad brother, whatever, you shouldn't be getting into trouble fighting, you know, the normal crap. So yeah, I'll stop talking now for the rest of the cutscenes that are coming up. And now we are escaping orphanage time. The controls are very straightforward in this game. The game's not really that hard at all. Okay, this is chapter 1, fair enough. The lure of adventure. I need to climb up here. Adu pow cow. I do have to, like, I know it's a game or whatever, but you have to admire these people that are able to do all this, whether they can do it in real life or not. The fact that Nathan can do this and he's only like 9 or 10 or whatever age he is here.
Okay, nice and quiet.
Have to sneak out by the owl nun and the priest here now.
Isn't it our job to help boys like him?
In the meantime, I'm neglecting the other dozen boys under my care.
What do you want me to do?
You know my opinion.
I'm not ready to give up on him yet.
You can't keep avoiding it.
Look, I'll talk to him in the morning. Okay?
Good night, Father.
Good night, Sister Catherine.
See, the priest is actually nice, whereas the nun is just a biatch. She's not a big fan of Nathan at all. Not that we'll have to deal with that for very long anyway. Come on, move. Or maybe I have to move, that would make more sense. Move along, sister. There we go. Now she's going to do something really rude, and I wouldn't really consider it against the church, so I don't know why she's trying to hide it, but puffing fags out the window. I suppose she's probably just doing it, presumably not in front of kids, so she doesn't look bad, but as far as I'm aware, smoking isn't against the church. I could be completely wrong on that one.
Sister Catherine?
Darn.
She definitely doesn't want the priest seeing her smoking anyway.
I've forgotten my keys again. Can you open the gate?
And now we get out of here very quickly. And there's Samuel. There's Samantha. I'm not 100% sure how old they're meant to be here. I'm guessing Nathan's like 9 or 10, maybe a bit older, and then I presume at this stage that Sam is old enough that he's not in the orphanage anymore. So presumably that means he's, I don't know if it's 17 or 18, but I presume he's around that age, or otherwise he wouldn't be allowed on his own.
Sam?
Oh, you gotta learn to watch your back.
Alright.
Hey, it's good to see you, little brother. What is that? Really? Again?
It's nothing.
You told me you'd stay out of trouble, though.
He was talking shit about us.
So?
He said that Dad dumped us here because we're worthless, and Mom is in hell because...
Nathan, come on. They're just saying it because it gets to you, all right? You just gotta learn to laugh it off.
You wouldn't.
Well, do as I say, not as I do. Here. You'll catch a cold.
So, what are you doing here like this anyway? If the nuns catch you, they're gonna call the cops.
Well, I got something for you, and I couldn't wait till Christmas.
What?
It's outside.
What happened to us staying out of trouble?
This is an exception.
Mm-hmm.
Now guys, towards the end of this escape that we're doing here, there's going to be a cutscene, and after that I'm going to end the video because after that it kind of goes into the next chapter like directly, so there's no kind of stop in between, so I don't really want to end the video at the beginning of the next chapter, so I'll end it at the end of this.
I remember
We've a bit to go yet anyway. I know that, you know, they're not meant to be trying to get out of here or whatever, but I feel like
Come and say hi.
there's an easier way to get out than what we're doing here. Like, I'm sure walking out the door isn't really an option, but I'm sure there's an easier way than this.
This way. That was
That
easy.
wouldn't be good for the old legs.
Come on. Damn.
You didn't prop it.
I did. At least I thought I did. No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna take the high road.
The high road?
Just follow me. Watch this.
Whoa.
And now, we take the high road.
Have you done this before?
Once or twice.
Yeah, this definitely is so safe. I definitely don't need a harness or anything else. This orphanage is also huge, by the way. Like, I don't understand. I don't know how many kids they have here, but Jesus Christ, they must have a lot. Just in relation to their parents, I haven't a clue what the story is with their father. Like, he's never seen in the series at all, and other than the little bit they talk about him here, I don't think he is. I don't think he's mentioned other than in this. And in relation to their mother, we'll see now in a few minutes. But you know, she's obviously not around either. Well, we obviously know already that she's dead based on what Nathan said, what the kids were saying to him. So we know that much anyway. But yeah, we don't. Other than that, we know that she's dead, and that we know that their father just isn't around or wherever he is. We don't know anything else about their father, and we learn a bit about their mother as this game goes on.
See? No big deal.
Yeah. Nothing to it.
Stay with me.
But yeah, like, I do wonder, like, during cutscenes like this, how nobody sees them, because whatever about people inside the buildings, like, surely people see them climbing up these massive clock towers and stuff. Like, I know it's late in the evening or whatever, but surely somebody sees them, even if it is just a nun or something, because this place is just so big that there has to be more nuns than just Sister Catherine around.
Okay. Right down.
Come on. There we go.
Nice.
And now we're just completely defiling the name of the Christian religion altogether by swinging out of a cross, as you do.
You ready, Tarzan?
I'll take this, Sam. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Wee. And now we're scaling another tower. He might as well be the Hunchback of Notre Dame at this point.
Up the steep. Come on.
We're nearly at the end of this now.
View, huh?
Yeah. Not bad.
There we go.
You ever been up here before?
And climb.
No.
But
Like, I don't know how... I've always had a fear of heights, so this would just kill me doing this.
You wait here.
The whole just vertigo thing would drive me ballistic. Like, whatever about being on a high building, if it has railings and stuff, but even if it does, I can't look over the edge. So, like, just climbing a building with barely any support at all, that you could easily fall from at any minute, that just ain't for me. So guys, I'm more or less going to end this off here now, because we're coming up to a cutscene. So if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment and let me know how you think I can improve the series, or if there's any other games you'd like to see in the future, or if there's any questions you'd like me to answer or whatever. Leave it in the comment section below, and I'll definitely get back to you either in the next video, where I'll actually answer it in the video, or I'll answer you in the comment section. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you're not already, please subscribe. I'm going to leave it off there now, because we just have this upcoming cutscene now in a minute, and then I'm going to end the episode and we'll go into the next one. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay good.
Whoa!
okay.
Just like that.
We're out.
All right.
Check it out.
Huh?
Whoa, you got the 250?
250? What are you talking about? No, this is the 500cc twin.
No way.
Yeah.
Where'd you lift it from?
Whoa. That's a low blow. But hey, I'll have you know that I am a changed man. Bought this with hard-earned cash. Yeah, come on. Take a seat. What?
The only time you pull a stunt like this is when you're trying to make up for something.
You are too smart for your own good, you know that? Alright. I got this job. Pays well. Really well. But, I gotta leave town for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Like, a year. At the most, and then I'll be back before you even know it, alright?
You're bailing on me.
Come on, don't be so dramatic.
What, so it wasn't bad enough to leave me in that place? How could you do this to me, Sam?
Wait, I'm doing this for you. The money I make is for the both of us. And then in a couple of years, when you're out...
Years? Take me with you.
I can barely support myself.
I'll pitch in.
I know you think the orphanage sucks.
You have no idea.
Yeah, but it's the best thing for you right now. All right? Just gotta trust me on that one.
It's not fair.
Hey, nothing about our lives has been fair. But we've made it work, right?
Sure.
Well, you know, the bike wasn't the only surprise. And I guess I'm gonna have to ruin the next one.
What?
I found Mom's stuff. Everything that Dad sold, I tracked down the buyer.
If you're saying this just to make me feel better,
No, I swear to God.
where?
On the other side of town. What do you say we go and get it back?
You mean steal it?
It's not stealing if it was ours to begin with.
I'm pretty sure the cops aren't gonna see it that way.
Well, then let's not get caught.